Hello, guys. What's up? I had some issues on my end, so I couldn't start on time. Really sorry about that. Thank you for waiting. Katie is joining us. I hope we can fix the Zoom issues. Mm. Oh, I can hear myself as well now. Oh, yay! Okay, I see her. This is good. Katie, hi. We are live. Hi.
Hi. We're already live?
Yeah, we are live
Oh,
because everyone was waiting, and I just thought,
uh-huh.
okay, it's fine. Let's just go live. And
Okay,
how,
great.
how are you doing? How are you
I'm
doing?
doing fine. I'm doing fine. Should I go live too? Like I have 2 minutes. I think I can also go live and we
Awesome,
can greet everyone together.
awesome.
Okay, I think we're ready.
So, guys, Katie is also streaming on her Twitch. So, if you are also on Twitch, maybe you can keep both the tabs open. That will be
Yeah.
nice. And do follow her on Twitch. Is it subscribe or follow? What is it like on Twitch?
There are two things. Like if you follow, it's some sort of subscribe like you have on YouTube. But if you subscribe on Twitch, that means that you pay to streamer. So this is the way you support streamers.
Oh, okay. Okay, guys. So
Yeah.
please do as is comfortable for you. And yeah, I'm really glad to see you, Katie, actually. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Me too. It has been not while that we did some collab together, and I'm happy to do it once again. And I'm actually happy that you choose this topic.
Oh, yeah, and I'm so glad. Actually, if when once we go live on your Twitch, maybe we can talk a little more
Oh,
about it.
we're live. We're live.
Oh,
Hello, my Twitch as well.
so hi to your Twitch as well, and hi to my YouTube. Everyone in the chat, thank you for waiting for us. So, let me introduce Katie to my chat. I'm sure all of them know you already. You're very famous and charming, so hard to forget who you are. But
Copyright.
for those who are watching YouTube for the first time, this is WGM Keti Tsatsalashvili. She's from Georgia, but now she's in Poland. She's a chess player. She's a commentator, very, very professional commentator. She's been commenting for like how many years now? 4, 5 years?
Oh
Even more.
yeah,
And
yeah,
she's
like that, like
yeah,
that.
and I saw that you have been like the main commentator for the most important tournaments in the chess world, like World Championship matches and European Club Cup and all these like important prestigious events. So that must have been like a
Yeah.
completely different experience, right? Like
Yeah, it's crazy. It has been long way to get through. Because chess commentary, this is somehow new thing for like we have we have got some chess commentators of course for years, but then at some stage many people got interested into commentary. And you're also doing, so how do you like it to commentate the chess
I'm like
events?
I'm like very new to this, but I like it. I do think it's very tiring, like much more tiring than I expected it to be when I got into it. I thought it would be all fun and just, chill, but it's very, very
Yeah.
demanding because you have to
Yeah.
be so energetic all the time. Um, but
You cannot be sad. Then they
yeah,
are writing, why she's so tired.
yeah, you have to be cheerful all the time, and
Yeah.
also also I think it's a little different from for me because I started by internet, like through the online tournament. So it's of course a different experience to do this as compared to OTB.
Yeah.
Just once in my life I have done a commentary for OTB. This was back in 2014 for a World Junior Championship in India. That was a very different experience than what it is for online, because online it's like the screen and you're talking to the chat and there are all these lights on your face and I
Yeah.
don't know, it's a completely different experience. What's your
Yeah.
take?
it's like after streaming, I found so comfortable to do this because I can take break whenever I want. I can just mute myself. I can, put my back a little bit on my chair. During the commentary, you cannot do this. And at the commentary rooms, there are so many lights that are shining, like huge lights, huge lights, like they can blind you if it's too much. I even use sunscreen against them.
Wow, hey, this is a good tip. I'll remember it.
Yeah, because actually I never used it, and when I heard about this first time, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Because I had some professional makeup during one of the commentaries, and the girl was using sun cream
Sunscreen.
to block the lights. And then I was like, oh my god, there are huge lights there. Of course, this is a good idea. Of course, it's not like big percentage, but still, and it keeps the skin younger.
This is a great tip. Oh my god. This is a great tip. I'll keep it in mind. So, Katie, do you want to let's tell our chat what we are going to stream about today. I'm very excited that we are doing this. So,
Yeah.
basically, we are going to be talking about all the great Georgian women players. I don't know how much of it we can cover because there are so many and there's such a huge history of Georgian chess. And it's very special to Georgia that even though you do have a strong men's team as well, you have Jobava who's been 2700, you now have Cheparinov who's moved to Georgia from Bulgaria and he's also 2700. So you do have a strong men's team, but your women's team is always killing it. It's always at the forefront in all the international team tournaments. At least a medal is definitely assured. Which one, it's just to be decided which one you get. And of course, you had two women's world champions, Nona Gaprindashvili and Maya Chipurdanidze. They were also the first two female players to be awarded the title of Grandmaster by FIDE in 1978. So, and they both were 5 times world champion, not once, not twice, but 5 times world champion. And in fact, Nona was defeated by Maya, and so they succeeded each other. And I also was reading up a bit on them just today. I did not know that they were so young when they first won the world crown. Nona was hardly 20 years old and Maya was 17. I mean, that's so young.
Yeah.
People have hardly
Maya
finished
was
school.
very young also when she got all these titles. Very young.
Yeah, Maya in fact was the youngest world champion until Hu Yifan. Then Hu Yifan became the world champion, I think, at 16. I'm not sure exactly what age, but she became.
I think 16.
Yeah, and that's incredible, right? And they both were world champion also for a really long duration. Nona was world champion for 17 years and Maya for 14 years.
Yeah, and there is still tension between them. Like even just daily talks, they are still competing. I have such an impression, and I think I can have some time to bring another another sides of them. Like how are they dealing with this? Because being a world champion and then defeated by your own country person is something that always catches some of your heart. And also they had to play side to side at the Olympiads in the team competition. So that's a lot of things, like a lot of tension. Also, they are very good friends and they respect each other a lot. And it's just, I think I was very lucky to be just around them to see how they are doing it until now. Like they played last game 2 years ago, I guess, or 1 year ago. I really completely forgot because of COVID time. I'm so messed with the time. But it was in Monaco. They played a chess game, and it was still a lot of tension there.
Wow, seriously? Like they're active players even today, right? That's
Nona is still active player. She's competing. She's also playing seniors tournament and winning. Maya quit chess for many years already, and she has her academy, and she's
Ah,
there like day and night taking care of new kids in the classes, and yeah, she's more into that.
she has an academy of chess.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
wow, okay. And Nona, of course, is also playing, as you mentioned, the World Senior Women's Championships, and she
yeah,
wins them very often. And um,
yeah.
I was
And
actually,
yeah, she's very happy that she still has this opportunity to compete. That's what she likes to say. Like she likes competition very much.
I'll just show the chat a photo of all of them, like so that they
Mhm.
have context. Like, so the chat, this, um, Nona is the lady in the center of this photo.
Hold on, come in there. I'll just get in there in a second. Okay.
My stream is a little delayed, so
Yeah.
Keti, maybe can you? Yeah, it's on the stream right now.
Okay, that gives me a little time to capture the screen for my chat. Just a second. I see. Can you recognize here a world champion as well?
Yes, yes, yes. Guys, can you recognize who all are there in the photo? Maybe some of you perhaps have been following chess for some time. At least one person you definitely have to recognize. Okay, if you have
Yeah.
been following chess for even 6 months, you have to recognize this person.
Yeah. Here we have the photo.
So there are three world champions in this photo. By the way, there are 3 world champions, and 5 people in this photo have played the world championship match. Yeah, finally some of my chat is recognizing. Yes, that is Gary Kasparov there analyzing with Maya Chiburdanidze, who is playing with the white pieces in this photo. Then next to her, is this Nana Iasolini? Nana
Yeah, this is
Iasolini?
Nana Yasadani. Yeah, she's my favorite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like her very much. She's my favorite person.
And you have met all
not
of them,
any
right?
chess person, like my favorite person.
Oh, wow.
In general, yeah.
And this is Nona Gaprindashvili next to Nana Iasolini, and this is Nana Alexandria, the
Nana
one who's
Alexandria.
standing. And Nana Alexandria and Nona Iasolini have also played the World Championship matches. They have been challengers to Nona and Maya, right? Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Nana, who's standing next to you, Nana was actually the challenger, and she lost the match twice. And once she lost the match against Maya, just like because of the rules, because they tied the match, it was draw. But the rule back then was that the world champion, current world champion, would remain in the title. There was no more matches, no like tie breaks or whatsoever. So that's why she lost this match.
Oh, yeah,
she was very, very close. It's very, very, very close.
So it's like Bronstein, right? Bronstein also lost the match to Botvinnik, but he also lost it because the match was tied, actually, right? Like
yeah. I think it's sort of unfair, like.
It must be so hard to take, no? Like you have tied the match, but you still don't get the right to.
Yeah, and there are like 1 year ago, a movie film came out. There was Georgian producer who made this movie, and she was telling us the story about Georgian female chess players and also how they're living nowadays. I watched this movie. It was so interesting. I hope that like many of us can see it soon. For the moment, it has commercial,
It's not released commercially so far.
Yeah, it's commercial. What happened? Sorry, I got confused because something happens.
It's called Glory to the Queen, right? Is this the one you're talking about? The documentary?
Glory of the Queen. Yeah.
And it's about all 4 of them, right? All 4.
all four of them, and then it's also a huge history. Like it was sort of boom, like chess boom, like we had now about Queen's Gambit, right? So back then, when they were winning tournaments after tournaments and the titles, then Georgian people were crazy. They were giving names of their kids, newborn kids, Nana, Maya,
Really?
Nona. So we have a lot of Nana, Maya, and Nonas, a lot of them.
Oh, wow.
Seriously, I know.
That's
I know
the
just
reason.
10 of them.
That's the reason I also have observed this. I thought it's just a common name in Georgia. Oh, it's because of them. Oh, that's so cool.
It's something you call Beth after Beth Harmon, so it's just the affect of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and this will be a surprise. The strongest Georgian female player, Nana Tsaknidze, was also named after one of these ladies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this was Nana Alexandria.
Exactly. I was also thinking about the same because I was thinking about Nana
Yeah.
because she's almost our age and I have seen her for so many tournaments. So, guys, Nana Tsaknidze is also a Grandmaster, by the way, and she's the strongest female player in Georgia right now, and she's a full Grandmaster. And I don't know how to say full grandmaster. I don't like this term full grandmaster, but then people get confused, between
Yeah.
woman grandmaster, international master. So I don't know how to
Just
explain.
grandma. I just still follow what we are. So we are grandma. They are grandmasters. I am women grandmaster. Sometimes also someone in chat gets confused and asks me if I feel bad that I am woman grandmaster, not the grandmaster. But I think they don't understand that I am actually a woman grandmaster in this lower title than the grandmaster. So yeah.
So yeah, like they don't understand as in what? Sorry, what
They don't understand that they think that because I'm a woman, that's why I have this woman in front of grandmaster.
Oh.
And they think it's sexist, but actually it's just
Yeah, it's just a fact. Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
title, right?
Yeah.
Samai.
Okay, I want to also introduce my chat. I want to introduce you to my chat as well. I think many of you, according to the comments what I see, already know you well. But you are here, woman grandmaster, and also international master.
Yeah, I am. Yes.
So you're very close to be a grandmaster.
I'm not
Close to-
close, Katie. Please, let's not exaggerate. It is a very difficult title. Of course, it's everybody's dream to get it, but I don't think I'm close.
Okay, do you is that your plan, like chess goal, or you have
It is my chess goal, but the thing is, I understand that it's not necessary that you will achieve it. I mean, you have these dreams and you try to achieve it, and I hope I can. But the main thing is to work hard on chess and to be sincere, because the maximum you can do is give your best.
Yeah.
So I don't take it as a pressure, but of course it's my dream, to become a grandmaster. It would be nice.
Yeah, and when I was typing your last name, because I always call you your name, I was like, oh wow, she has also a long last name.
Yes.
I couldn't fit it on the screens. Yeah, and you're playing professional chess for how many years already?
It's too many, Keti. So I'm 32 now, and I started to play chess when I was 7.5, and my first international tournament was when I was 10. I played the World Championship under 10. So, okay, it's not professional. Of course, when you're 10, you're just but you're competing, right? You're competing and you're trying to give your best, and you're studying chess every day. So, already at that time, I was sincere about chess, and I took it seriously.
Yeah. Great.
What about you, Katie? When did you start taking chess seriously?
I don't know actually when this process came, because it was out of my decision. It just came out like that. But I started chess when I was, I think, 8 years old, and we started together with 3 of my classmates. And I started as additional class because I was also attending some music class, dancing class, piano class, a lot of classes. I was so busy, and chess was just part of it. But my grandmother is a huge fan of chess. She loves chess. She still plays chess every day.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was very supportive. And she was always asking my family to take me to do some tournaments and so on. My first tournament was in Batumi. This was Georgian Championship,
Oh.
under 10. And I played normal. I think I got like top 10 or something. But back then, already these players, so for example, Sopiko, Nazi, and others that you know, they were already competing like at professional level, let's say, because like they were already 2 years in chess. Sopiko, I think she started at 5, so she was already well known by the time. And I remember that last day, before the last day, someone told me that the winner and the vice champion will get the right to go to World Championship and European Championship abroad. And I was like, oh hell, I want to do that. And there was something that I remembered I wanted so much. And one year I was attending chess classes, and I had this in my head that I wanted to be a Georgian champion. So after 1 year, when I was 9 years old, I got second place. And I get my first international tournament in Greece, World Championship, under 10. And then I don't remember what happened. It was just a process from there that you know, when you're getting into chess and when you're winning something a very early age, then somehow you are founding yourself there, and you don't have other choices to go, for example, for music or for piano. Like, you have here some success and your family just supports you and brings like 2 coaches at the same time. So it was in my case too.
Yeah, I can totally relate to it. And actually, it's funny, we both played our first World Championship match was under 10. Like,
Yeah.
so it's some coincidence. Yeah. And Keti, so you were telling me that Nana Iozalini is your favorite person. Why is that? Like, I was curious to know.
Yeah, because for like last years, she was living abroad. She was living in Prague because her family was there, and she came back like few years ago in Georgia. When I was very active with my commentaries, with my chess TV, and you know, I was just very active there. And during this process, I just you know, crossed with her, and we were talking. And then it happened that we had some trips together. And she's amazing. Like, she has such a big heart, and she's so ready to help you whenever you need. And she's not that kind of person who's not like, it's so hard to find the same language with the person who's like, I don't know, 40 years younger than you, or even, I don't know, like, we just don't have so much in common, but it's so easy to talk with her. And I remember once, like, we were coming back from the trip, and we were in the bus, and my family was not there, and they were telling me that I had to pick up the key at my neighbor's, and she got so nervous about this because it was already late, and she doesn't want me to go there alone. She was like, you have to stay at my place. No, I was a bit, you know, confused with that. And she was like, no, I cannot let you go. Please come and stay at my place, and you will like it, and so on. And then she was like, okay, then I will ask my son to drive you there. And she was like, she's too nice person. Like, besides all her achievements and everything, she has a big heart.
Oh, that's so
that's
sweet.
amazing, I guess.
And which year was this, you said?
Some years ago, I think 3-4 years ago, but it was we had, you know, we were preparing for Batumi Olympiad, so we had a lot of trips around Georgia, like I think 20 cities we traveled together with Nona as well. Nona was there too. It was Nona Cup.
Oh, for Olympiad, you were preparing with Nona Grandmaster?
Yeah, it was like 2 years. It was 2 years preparation before Olympiad. So it started back to 2016. It's preparation. So, and you know this Nona Cup? Nona Cup and
Yes,
Dashvili Cup?
yes.
That year China got it.
So, for the chat, Nona Gaprindashvili Cup is a cup named after Nona Gaprindashvili in the Olympiad, and it is given to the best performing combined team. So,
Yeah.
male as well as female, both the results are counted, and the best team in this case is given the cup in every Olympiad, and Nona herself presents it. So, it's
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah. So this cup is very nice and really meaningful for everyone, especially for Georgians. And they came up with the idea to have Nona Cup tour in Georgia. So Nona was traveling with her cup and many people around Georgia. So like we had so many meetings with people and her true fans, and they were almost crying to see Nona in real, because for them Nona is, I don't know, someone from from newspapers and from TVs, and to get know her better, it's and to see and to talk and take a photo. This is something very very nice, especially for those people who are from regions and they cannot travel to cities to meet people. So for them it was amazing occasion to meet all these champions. And there were actually many of the girls traveling with us too. So we had like 2 buses, sometimes 1 bus, and yeah.
So, when you say they helped you prepare, like they were helping you prepare in terms of chess or like in terms of psychology, like what was it like for the Olympiad?
No. In Olymp, they are not involved in chess anymore.
Okay.
They're not involved in chess. They are helping organizing things. I don't know, making up some meetings, because for them it's easy to make any calls and to set up some meetings just like that. So they just need to say. It's funny because, for example, in Georgia, no one says Nona Gaprindashvili, like no one. When you say Nona, you already know which Nona we're talking about.
Oh, really? Oh, it's like Sachin in India. Like in India, I told you about Sachin, right? Cricket.
No, but I can get it.
Oh my God, they are like superstars there. So I can totally. So is it a national sport in Georgia right now? Chess? How is it?
Well, yeah, like many people knows. Like maybe they don't know how to play chess like professionally or just some moves, but they know Nona and they know the names for sure.
But like everybody plays chess in Georgia, is it? Like, for example, in India, I'll just give you like why I'm asking. In India, cricket is the most popular sport, and literally every kid has played cricket in their childhood. Literally every kid, and I mean, girls don't play as much cricket as boys. Just I mean, not like a gender thing, but just by statistics. And boys don't let us play with them. Also, that is also there.
I think we're doing. I know it.
So I know it. It's true. I mean, it's true. But
you wanna hear a funny story? Like, at my school, I was going with a special class because I was missing lots of classes, and they created a class for lower people, so we had more opportunity to have one-to-one access to the teacher. And we had football players. Whole team was there, whole team. And we had when we had the sport class, they were playing football all the time, and me and the other girl, we were 2 girls only, and these 12 guys. We were just standing there, and they never allowed us to play football because they were already team and they were strong and they were playing against other team. And then their goalkeeper got sick for 2 weeks.
So you got in.
Yes, who was a goalkeeper.
Great. But you know, in football, if you are the goalkeeper, you get hit so much. Isn't it true? Did you feel it too? Like, I just avoid being a goalkeeper because of this. Like, I'm like, no, anything else but a goalkeeper.
It was very hard, I must say. They were hitting like full power. I had some blue red marks, and my mom said that she will not allow me to go to school again if I come back this dirty. But,
Keti, I thought maybe we can see some positions like from Nona's games and then come back to our discussion. I've invited you on Chess.com. So maybe if you can,
Can you do that again? Because I'm still in the same.
how to do it again? Oh, invite to analysis board. I got it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Oh, I'm going to become a
Alright.
chess.com expert thanks to you.
Yeah.
Katie gave me a small tutorial before our stream on how to do this. So,
Yeah, I've done this so many times already. Okay.
are you there already? You can see it?
Yeah, I'm there. Just
So I'll.
adjusting our camera.
Yep.
Okay.
My chat is asking about your blonde hair and they are telling it's a joke. Like, I don't know what is the joke, but I hope it's appropriate.
No way, your chat also knows that.
Yeah, I think they all follow you on Twitch or social media, I think so. I think.
Yeah, I wanted to be blonde, but this is best they got me. They
It's
can't-
brown
they
and
could-
blonde, right? Brown with blonde. It's a mix. No?
Yeah, but
Your
I
hair.
really wanted full blonde. But
It
they-
looks like a lioness actually. Lioness hair.
Linus.
Yes, lioness hair. Lioness has hair like this, no? Usually, lioness, lion or lioness.
Oh, that's a compliment. I like to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, it is. It is. I meant it in a good way.
I like it. All right, I'm there. I can
Awesome.
start to yeah.
So, for the chat as well, sorry, yeah, for the chat as well, I wanted to show some nice games of Nona. I have a very good book on her, Katie.
I got red after your card. I took it as a compliment.
So you're red now.
I have to cover myself.
Red Katie.
So bad.
Chat is sending you lioness smiley as well. Lion smiley. So, Katie, I have this book. Have you seen this book? It's a book on Nona Gaprindashvili by Tibor Karoli. And you know,
By who?
Tibor Karoli,
I don't know.
he's from Poland and he's written some very good books. He also wrote a great book on Karpov, Anatoly Karpov, called Karpov's Strategic Wins. And he's written a lot of, he's also like a journalist. So he's interviewed a lot of players. So this book basically is a mixture of her interview with him and some of her games. And she has also, like, when he was talking to her, she just randomly, casually mentioned some of her games, and then he looked it up with her, and it was very nice. So, like, yeah, so, and like, for example, he asks her, what does chess mean to you? And she says that it is a celebration for me. Is she like that? Like, her personality is like that?
Yeah, 100%. That's like, she has so much energy for chess. This is like this is amazing. Just like she loves to play chess, and even she doesn't like to lose though. She's getting really upset, like really upset. She can shout, she can break the pieces and everything. But next day she will come and still play chess.
What to do, nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
this
on the
is
other
so
hand,
sweet.
Maya, she's so calm. She will not show any nerves. She's super polite and very, like, when she's talking, you feel like, wow, this makes me so much calm. I want to talk with her even more. This is like huge difference between these two characters, and seems like both really paid off. Like, to be fighter, to fight, and then to be patient and to do things more
Oh,
quietly.
wow. So it means that you don't need to change your personality, right? Like, I used to think you need to have a certain character
Yeah.
or personality, but it shows that you can be yourself and still go for your goal because they are so opposite and they both achieved it, no?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like Kasparov Karpov, no? Even Kasparov is very emotional and Karpov is so like calm.
Yeah, yeah, like it's huge different, like huge contrast between their character, but still they're doing just best as they can do, right? Like they couldn't do more. They won the titles, highest titles in chess.
And as you were saying that she gets very angry even now when she loses, I just looked up. She's 80 years old right now. And she's so
Oh,
competitive even at this age.
yeah. This year she had a birthday and she got the best gift she was dreaming for. She got the signed T-shirt from Messi, Lionel Messi. She's a huge
Oh,
fan of football. Like
yeah.
first is chess, but football is very close. Can be even more than chess. So her favorite player is Messi, and FIDE organized this year to have some special gift for her, and she got a T-shirt, and yeah, she was the
So
happiest person.
sweet. That's so sweet.
Yes,
Oh.
and there was a letters to grand champion Nanaga Prindashri, and it was massive handwriting.
Oh, that's amazing. Yes, she mentions, in the interview, like she gives that she used to play a lot of football when she was young because she had a lot of brothers as well. And so, Katie, the position on the board is between her and Sarvati Rudolph, and here it's black to move actually. So, black played Queen G2, and can you like what are the moves that come to your mind after Queen G2? Because what she played completely shocked me.
Really, Bishop F3 is the first move which comes to my mind, to attack the queen, to guard the rook. This is the first thing.
So Kitty
Yeah,
saying
and
Bishop F3.
then I don't know, some other moves like Queen D6 or yeah.
Queen
I really
D6.
want to ask to chat what they think about this position. Like first move that comes to their mind, how to visualize.
For me, Bishop F8 seemed very normal because Bishop F8, like Bishop F8, Queen H1, and play this position.
Yeah.
Let's ask the chat what they are saying. Stephen Miller says Bishop F8, okay, but it's not so crazy. Stephen Miller says Bishop F8 because Soumya said it's crazy, but actually Bishop F8 is a normal move, and what she played here is like completely blew my mind. Bishop F3, as Katie suggested, would have also came to my mind, but it doesn't work for tactical reasons.
Rook E8, right?
Because there's this check, and then you have Queen F2 after King D2, and then you at least pick up the bishop on G7 after that. So black is completely fine. But
Yeah,
in
my
fact,
chat is so passive. I have some thoughts that maybe I'm not live.
what happened?
Make some noises.
Bishop F8, yes, my chat is saying Bishop F8, Bishop F3, okay. So actually, let's go back a couple of moves. So here, like this was the position, and here white took knight D4, pawn into bishop D4, queen E4, and bishop G7. So basically she calculated all of this here itself because it's all forced, right? Like you have to take on D4 after this, and then queen E4, you have to take on G7, otherwise your bishop is hanging, or you can come back here, of course. But she took, and then queen G2, she played queen D4 here, Katie.
What?
And it's basically a double rook sacrifice.
Did you see what Bar just did? It went down for black and quickly realized that it's not so bad and went at the middle. Wow, that's nice. So what happens?
Tar saw this game and was very impressed with her because she gave 2 rook sacrifices, right? Like she just gave them up like this. And the point is, if here if you take bishop f8, of course black will take king f8 and he's fine. And if you take bishop h6, if you play to make the queen g7 checkmate, then black can play f6. And for queen d5, rook f7. So black thought he's fine here, but white played queen f6 and suddenly there is no defense.
Wow. VAR just saw that. The computer just saw that. Could not see it before. But when you made queen f6, now it went up. Wow.
Completely insane. Like, just to give up two rooks like this and then to play this calm move queen f6. Basically the idea is to prevent f6 and you're threatening bishop h8 or bishop h6, one of the two, and you cannot prevent it. Like, black just cannot prevent it. Any
This
move.
is insane.
So hard. This is so hard. I mean, queen b2 is not possible because you take it for the chat. And any other move, I just play bishop h8 and I will play
Wow, this is
g7
insane.
next.
And if queen a2 and queen a5, the king can hide, right?
Yeah, like bishop h6, queen a5. I think we can just go king c. c2 would be an epic blunder. Let's ask the chat. Let's ask the chat what they're going to do.
I was thinking of king d3.
But okay, there is a simple way, right? King d1 and there is one check only on a4.
Yeah.
And we go king c1.
Mm-hmm.
And after queen a1 we go king c2, and after queen a4 we go king b1, and this square is guarded. Let's see if chat found what is the problem with king c2 or king d3. Chat. Did you guys see what was the issue? Maybe we can go back to the position. Yes, queen f5.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful, really.
So great, right? And Tal was, she says that Tal was her favorite chess player, but she says that she doesn't have one. But then when she's prodded a bit, she says she was very impressed with Tal, and it's easy to believe that once you see these games, yeah? Like...
Yeah, it's his style actually. He
Exactly.
just sacrifices pieces and then he plays without pieces and still wins. This is amazing. Like, Tal's games are just beyond the chess understandings. Highly recommended to study Tal's games.
Who is your favorite world champion, by the way, amongst men as well as women?
I think Petrosian used to be my favorite because I always got what was his point, and at the chess classes with many kids I was the first who was getting the right answer, and I was almost getting a candy for that. And somehow I remember this in my head that he was awesome chess player. So later I studied some of his games, and yeah, he's super strong. But also, like, looking some other champions, they all have some signatures in chess world, and this is just amazing.
Petrosian in his classes, as in you attended his classes?
No, I'm not that old. No. I mean, at my classes we had some games and some puzzles, and Petrosian was just easiest to get because he was always sacrificing something positional. And the moment I found it out, it was very easy for me to get in there. And I was getting some compliments from the coach, so I really liked him very much.
And in the women players, like, have you met Maya and Nona, by the way, Keti? You must have, no?
Chessboard? At the chessboard?
No, like just had a conversation, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Of course, yeah. With Nana, we have this tradition to make some selfies. And then later she said, okay, I know now, you're always putting glasses on you, so that covers some part of your face. I'll put my glasses too. And she's ready for our, like, she said that for the next our selfie, she will put some glasses as well. Yeah, they're super nice. Like, it's um, like you always have this kind of attitude that um, you're a bit shy to talk with them when you're a kid. But
Exactly.
as you can see, I'm not a kid anymore. So.
I'm still very shy. I mean, I would be like, oh, wow. Like, I'll like be like, yay. Like, I don't know how I'll react.
I'm also a fun girl to when I'm seeing some plays. But when we're like playing sometimes plays together and some events together, um, and because of my work,
Exactly. I think I was thinking of the same
close.
thing, that because you're so used to interacting with all these top players now, like you're maybe more
Yeah.
comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah. That's I think that's true. Otherwise, I cannot do my work, so I better be a little bit open with that.
Many years ago, I met another Georgian player, Anna Metnadze. She's an international master for the chat, and she now lives in Spain. And I was just generally talking to her, okay, like random conversation. You know how you meet someone and you're just talking, right? And I just happened to mention Nona Gaprindashvili because she's from Georgia, and I just mentioned, yeah, just her name. And I was like, have you met her? Like this. And she's like,
I know what she's saying.
and she's like, oh yeah, she's my godmother. And I'm like, what? I mean, I'm like completely shocked, yeah, like completely shocked. And she mentioned it so casually, like, oh yeah, she's my godmother, as if, just like some other person we know. And I'm like, you're mentioning it so casually. And then she told me the story of how she, when she won the under 10 world championship, she met her.
She was
and
there,
and then
Nana was coaching her, and I think that's really cool thing.
yeah,
Nana was helping her, and when she was very very small, and Anna is very calm person, like you can feel it. And Nana is very emotional, and they have so many funny stories when Nana was getting really upset and Nana was still very calm.
oh really? Oh, I don't know this. This is funny. Yeah, Anna is very calm, and Anna loves apples. This is something.
I don't know what is the secret about it, because we played many team competitions together in the same team, and we also shared rooms together. But that's her. She just loves to have Pepsi and apples.
Yeah.
That's her date, and some chocolates.
Yes, exactly. I actually know her a little bit because we stayed in like a art residency program together for like 3 months. I mean, not together, like in different. But we were together in this art residency program, so I used to meet her very often. And there were exactly 3 chess players. Yeah, in Germany. And there were exactly 3 chess players, 4 chess players there actually. There was Anna, there was Wang Hao. No, there was Li Chao, sorry, from China, and there was Vera Nebolsina from Russia, and me. So we used to meet each other quite often, and that's where I got to know her actually.
Yeah, Anna is also very cool. She's from my region, like we're living very close to each other, like 10 minutes.
Oh, where are you from? Like which region?
I'm from Tel Aviv. This is the Karet region, and it's the closest region of Tbilisi. And actually, Lela is also from our region, and Bella is from our region. Like many Grandmasters are produced from our region.
Oh wow! And in Tbilisi, Tbilisi is like the main capital of chess as well. I mean,
yeah. If you want to play chess, you have to travel or live in. That's why my family moved to Tbilisi, because of my chess.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Your family moved to Tbilisi.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
Wow, that's very
huge.
Nice.
This is huge to do it for this one kid. They also had second one, but I don't know.
That's very nice actually. So Keti, we have this position on the board, and actually this game was against Lazarevic Milunka, and it was played in the candidates tournament of 1961. So she won the candidates, Nona, and then she went on to become the challenger and won the world championship match that year. And she was asked which was your favorite game, and she said that she thought of this game, this was the game that came to her mind. And I just thought it's an incredible combination actually. So Nona is black here, and white has just played queen into b5.
Yeah.
So for the chat, if we take queen b5, uh, white can take bishop into b5, and after rook b5, the bishop on c8 is hanging. And white will be a pawn up, and he has a very good position. She has a very good position. But Nona played this incredible move here with queen to e3.
Wow, she doesn't really like rooks, right? She's giving up rooks.
Just giving them up. Exactly. Oh my god, exactly. She just gives it up, and it's not like her king is very safe. I mean, I understand this king is unsafe, but this king is also unsafe, you know. So she just goes for it, and after white took on b8, of course. So because right now the queen is also attacked, so white has to take some action. White cannot just chill around. So white took queen b8, queen into e2, and here okay, if king g1, then you can simply play queen e3 as well and pick up the rook, and this bishop is also defended. So this stuff doesn't work. So king h3 makes the most sense, because then you can't pick up this knight with a check like you could when if the king went to h1. And now the bishop on c8 is really hanging, yeah, and there is no checkmate. And there were some really cool lines here, like for example, here knight f4 is also possible, right?
Oh, and there's a checkmate then.
Yeah, so of course if you take, then queen f3 and there's a checkmate. But the point is white won't take it. White will play king h4. And this was leading to some completely crazy lines. She even analyzed it and everything. But I won't go into like very deep lines. Basically, like for example, here there is a move like king g7. One second.
Played king g7 or
no, she didn't. She did not play knight f4 itself actually. Let me just bring it.
Thank you, Nicola. Meanwhile, you are checking the moves. Thank you, Nicola, for beats. Appreciate it.
So, like for king g7, if you give check, king h6, and right now there is no like there is a perpetual. Black has at least a perpetual with knight g2 and knight f4.
But there is such a nice line after. Can I say or you?
No, you can say it. It's very nice. Yes.
Yeah, maybe we ask chat.
It's very tough, no? Okay, let's ask chat.
Let's ask chat. I believe in our chats. Both chats are so strong. So black to move here, and that is a checkmate in 2 moves.
Oh,
Which not be hard.
black to move or white to move?
If
White
black
to move.
moves. If black moves.
If black moves, okay.
Yeah.
So imagine, let's say white plays something like this, and now black to move.
Black to move. It's beautiful.
Let's see if our chat is alert and awake.
Yeah.
Oh, they are suggesting moves, but
Yeah, that's Siri. And PMD. That's checkmate in 3 moves. 1, 2, 3, and there is checkmate in 2 moves.
one person got it. Two people have got it so far in my chat. Oh, actually there is one more. There are 2 checkmates here.
Yeah.
So 2 people
One
got
is in 2 moves, and another is in 3 moves.
No,
One,
both are in
two
both are in 2 moves. There are 2 checkmates in 2 moves, and one is very pretty as well, but the other one is also nice. Now I understand what you mean. I did not see that. I saw another checkmate which was also in 2 moves. Only now I spotted it.
Yeah, I think that's this position is very rich. Like there are several ideas you can find.
Yes. Awesome. So my chat found it. Shall we show it?
Ah, yeah, it's 2 moves. Okay, PMD, that's true. Yeah, that's also true. Anyways.
So there is one way with g5, which the chat loves, and
Yeah.
knight g5, queen g4, checkmate. And the other way is what Katie spotted, right? Katie, you want to show it?
Yeah, sure. So the other way is to sacrifice a queen, and when the knight takes, then g5. Checkmate.
This is very, very cool.
And like,
you have,
it's like 3 ways checkmate here, or 4 ways checkmate here.
yeah, incredible checkmate.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this was really cool. But the point is, here White himself has a very strong idea with a rook sacrifice, with rook h7, because it's actually the only way to prevent checkmate. Otherwise, there are these two options to checkmate, right? So, White will take, and after king h7, White will go king g5. This is completely crazy. But basically, the king becomes a very strong piece, and this king is now very weak on h7. And that's the reason this knight f4 position doesn't work out very well. Basically now White is threatening queen c7 check, king g8, and queen into c8 check, and then the king feels really lonely. The king feels really lonely against this attack. And if you play something like queen c2 and you support the bishop, then you can just take the pawn and you can take the knight, and the king, it's just one check after king f6. There is no check, and there's checkmate on g7. So now it's black who's getting checkmated. So black has to be really careful in this position. Even though knight f4 looks super fancy, it doesn't work. And the move she played is so calm. It's like that queen f6 move in the previous game, not taking any material, not giving any check. She actually played king g7 here.
That's interesting.
She just played king g7 because queen c8 is a check, rook c8 is a check if the king is on g8. So she just took it out of check. And the next move, she's going to play knight f4.
And the king is already there.
Yeah, the king is already on g7. So after knight f4, king h4, king h6, she has an extra move. It's very hard for me as well to understand, so I can imagine how the chat is feeling right now. But let's try to calculate, Katie, maybe.
Okay, let's do it.
So let's say we take queen c8 here.
Okay.
What does black play?
So we said knight f4, right?
Yeah,
Knight
we wanted
f4.
to play knight f4, but now I'm
Right.
thinking if we can play king h6 first. Is this a blunder? This might be a blunder, right? Because you can support you can go back queen c4 and support f4, right? And after queen f3, you can play rook f1. Oh no, this is lost. No?
Oh, forky.
Okay. So maybe this stuff works too. But
There are some checks there. There are some checks.
After king h5, king
After-
h6.
Yeah, king h6.
This kind of check. But then I just play king h5 and there is no
Yeah.
check, no? And now knight f4 is actually mate in 2. So, okay. So let's see something like knight f4, maybe. Okay, gf4 never works because of this checkmate that we have seen in the previous line. If king h4, then this is the only problem, right?
Yeah.
And it's not clear now because now rook c7, king h6, queen f8 is a checkmate because this square is covered by this king. I mean, black can always take a draw,
Yeah.
but does he have more is the question. Maybe, Kitty, maybe we can just take queen f3 here with the idea to play knight f4.
And hide the king on h6, right?
Yeah, like whenever he gives a check, we always have this, and there's
Yeah, sounds good.
no more check.
Yeah, sounds good. And if white plays some like quiet move, there is also knight e3 idea to get the king there in the mating thread, and then checkmate from g4 or h5.
Yeah. Oh, actually, this is mate in 1. My mate was in 2. Yes. So there are dual ideas of knight f4 and knight e3, and this would have been very strong. So white played queen a7. Let me just see if the chat is following. Yeah, chat is like, these are some next level moves.
These moves are not real.
Yeah, these are very hard, like very hard. And after queen a7, king h6 is forced. Yeah. So after queen a7, king a6, I think. Yeah, now we are already threatening knight f4, king h4, and our favorite checkmate, right?
Yeah.
Now we are already threatening this. So she played queen a3, so that after knight f4, you can take gf4 and the knight on f3 is actually defended. So this doesn't work. So knight. Oh, by the way, maybe knight e3 was also good. Yeah, here. What do you think?
Yeah, I like this idea, knight e3. I like it very much because the king cannot access to g2 square anymore, and queen also has this square for check.
Yeah, maybe knight e3 was good enough here actually. Oh, knight e3. Do you think?
Rook c7.
Yeah.
h6, queen f8, king comes on h5, and rook h7 checkmate.
Exactly. No, when the knight e3, rook c7, and now if you take. Oh.
But
no, but I will not
after
take.
Queen f7, after queen after queen f3.
Yeah, after queen f3, you have this checkmate. That's true.
Yeah.
But you won't give that checkmate, no? Chat, what will you play here? There are options right here. Oh, but is it not working? Like after king h4, knight g2. You know what I thought? It is working. Maybe this position chat can find, right?
How the knight got on g2?
I gave a check. I was sneaky. I gave a check on f1. You have to go to h4. Then I gave a check. And I just like made it very convenient. And now, chat, can you find the checkmate?
This is an analyzed game, but the game is full with the puzzles, so we're just looking now at these puzzles.
Yeah, chat found one checkmate. There are so many. Yeah, this is the best checkmate actually, probably.
I see only one.
Yeah, actually, I also see only one. I thought there are some options, but there are none.
Can you guys see as well? Okay. Oh, you don't see. You see 0.
Some of my chat found it, like 3 people found it in the chat. No, 4 people found it. Not bad.
4? Oh my god, my chat.
Let's motivate the chat. Come on, chat. You can do it.
We found it.
Is Keti's voice low, guys? I don't know. Someone.
Yeah, I'm a bit.
Should I increase your volume on my OBS maybe? Yeah. Should be okay. Yeah, guys. So knight f4, king h4, and queen h3 is a beautiful checkmate. So there were all these beautiful lines here, but for queen a3, Nona was like, king is a piece, and I want to push it forward. So she played king h5. Can you believe it? She doesn't care about this knight e3 stuff at all. She just kept moving forward, and now actually knight f4 is not a threat, but knight e3 maybe is a threat, right? Now knight e3 is a threat again, once more, and queen g2. So white played rook e1, attacking the queen. Queen f2 is logical. Queen d3, and now again she found a really nice move here.
Yeah.
So basically, is everything okay, Katie?
Yeah, I just yeah, my microphone just
Collapsed.
yeah, and now it's there. Yeah, it's better.
Awesome.
I was checking like if you can hear me, but you're not answering. It's like, okay, she can't hear me.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't hear you in between. I thought maybe you're quiet.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine now. It's fine.
Awesome. So bishop a6 here was a cool move. You're basically distracting the queen, because after queen a6 you can simply pick up okay, you will first give a check and you will pick up f3 and checkmate the king. So she played queen d1 because queen a3 would allow bishop f1 or even queen f1 actually.
Oh, beautiful. I like that.
It's very nice. So that's why she played queen d1, and now she finally played knight e3. If rook e3, then again you have queen f1 or bishop f1, and with checkmate incoming. So white resigned, and this
And
was
queen g2 also another checkmate.
oh yeah, like now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the next move, queen g2.
Wow, beautiful.
Very nice.
So she doesn't like rooks. We have seen 2 games already, and she sacrificed 3 rooks in total.
Yeah, she's very aggressive, and with white or black doesn't matter. She's always like trying to fight, and she mentions that everyone, whenever she used to play in the women's tournaments, everyone used to try to make a draw with her. So with white, she had a lot of options, but with black, that's why she used to go into, let's say, she used to play Sicilian Paulson, and openings which were not that clear. Like you cannot get a forced draw basically, in these openings.
Yeah, she started with black. She started to come up with some lines, and she started to play g6 moves and these kind of moves. And back then it was something like unusual because they were all following the theory, like main lines. And she said that she likes to find something that people would not be very familiar to, and she would get them into the zone that they just play chess, like not the theory. So yeah.
Tell me, Katie, like in Georgia, I wanted to ask you this: are there like chess schools? Are there chess academies and chess schools, like Botvinnik chess school, all those things which we hear about Soviet Union? Is there a chess? I mean, for example, right now. I mean, why is it that there are so many women chess players? That's something I was curious about.
Yeah, we have chess academies, several chess academies, but also Tbilisi is not so big. But mainly we have these players because the private coaches are working with them very, very hard. So I think that is the main reason why. And also just for now, we were talking about this earlier at the stream. Remember with Sri that's we're struggling very much with the new generation, new players, and so on and so on. Because some things were changed. But back then, when I started to play chess, it was very like super prestigious, and also back then we had not much opportunities in life, because there were like several things that you could be involved and get, for example, to travel and get the salary with that, especially for girls. Like guys, they could play some rugby, it's very famous in Georgia, and some wrestling things, and football, tennis, and so on. uh, but for girls, somehow we were basically with in chess, because there was not it was not physical sport, and people could take us seriously, um, and that was, I think, the main reasons. But also, not only chess academies, but private coaches were working a lot. Like they were taking it very private to, like personal to, like I remember my coach was working day and night with to find a way how I could win a game and to get my title. So it was also very good for him, because he was also getting like he was getting double students after that. When somebody knows that his student is a world champion, next day he had lots of requests, and he was also getting some financial income out of this. So for them, it was huge stuff. But nowadays at the academies, they have salaries, monthly salaries, and basically, if you have a champion, or if you don't have a champion, you will still have a basic salary. And I think that's
from the government. Salary
yeah,
as in
yeah.
from the government.
Yeah, government sponsored chess academy for like 2 years or 4 years. They got money, and then this academy hired several coaches, and they are training kids nowadays.
Oh, are there like there is just one academy like this, or there are many academies like this which have government
There
support?
is one academy like this in Tbilisi, where kids are having free classes. This is free for them. And other schools, they have to pay, but it's not something extreme that you cannot cover. But private coaches, it's already costly. Like it costs more. But this you are having when you are at a different level already.
Oh, but and also do these academies have grandmasters as coaches, or like? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
they're really
Yeah, my
strong.
coaches are now there. Yeah, the coaches
Oh.
that who were working with us. Yeah, we're like, but back then, I think we were lucky, because these coaches were putting 100% into us. Like they wanted us to be really good, and we were working a lot for hours per day. Like I was having 3 hours classes, and my coach was always asking me if I'm tired, because I think he was tired and he wanted a break during 3 hours of chess. That's incredible. So yeah, we had short breaks between these hours just to drink something and or eat some snacks, and they're coming back again to a 3 hours work. So yeah.
Oh wow! So 6 hours? You mean 3 plus 3 like this?
Yeah, for camps we have 3+3 or 2+3. Camps are the best. Like I really enjoy that. We were always traveling for like 2 weeks camps before World Championship matches or European Championship matches with 2 coaches, and it was like a paradise for kids. Like having holidays and all the friends together, no parents, party. Okay, no party. We were not partying to be honest, but we were playing some games, and then in the morning we had class. First class was starting at 10 for like 2 hours, 3 hours, and then we had some break, a rest time, some preparation, and then we had evening classes. And after these classes, we had some blitz tournaments, and we had some gathering outside, or just playing some stupid games or some movies. So that was and when it's like for 2 weeks, we're getting this every day, and then you are very in a very good shape. So we had these trainings like almost every time before World Championship tournaments. Yeah.
By the way, Katie, on my screen there is a photo of Nana Alexandria and Nona Tsatsalashvili with their coach. His
Uh-huh,
name
I know,
was
yeah.
Vakhtang Karsaladze,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems like she trained. He trained a lot of world class players, and then of course Nona started to work with Gufeld, Edward Gufeld, who came to Georgia for like he was there for 15 years or so. Actually, he was training a lot of players, right? And he's
Yeah.
actually there in that earlier picture as well, which we were seeing. I'll try to.
I think on your Karsaladze is we have also memorial for him. I myself won several tournaments.
Oh,
Yeah, we have he's one of the coaches that stays forever in our hearts and heads. Um, but as I remember and as I know, because they were they were in competition. It was hard for a coach to choose a side.
oh,
So
right,
that's
of course.
why.
That's why she changed.
Yeah. And as I remember, Nana was his favorite.
Oh.
Yeah.
But Nana was also training with Dvoretsky, right? Because I
Yeah.
read about her in Mark Dvoretsky's books so much. Like she was
they
one
were
of
training
his
with tons of
coaches.
grandmasters. Like many grandmasters were coming, and also the other generations were training with them because they were already there. And I know that some other girls were also training with these super grandmasters that you can only dream to meet, or they had trainings for months. Actually, they were staying for months. It was not that easy to travel like we do now, and so when they were coming, they were staying for long periods.
Oh wow. I'll show some more pictures. So this is Karsaladze, as you shared, and yeah, this is. Can you see this stream, Keti? Can you help me identify who is it? That's Nona in the middle, and
for the moment I cannot see. Maybe this is a delay a little bit.
Yeah, there's probably a delay.
Yeah. Okay. So Nona is in the middle. Nana Alexandria is on the side, and I don't know who is the other person. I don't know who is the other person. I'm not sure if she's a chess player.
Maybe she's a friend. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know.
So Nana Alexandria is the one with the black shirt, right? The black sweater.
Yeah.
All right. And there's one more I wanted to show. Yeah, this is a photo. It will come on the screen with a delay. With Maya Chiburdanidze and Nona Gapindashvili in the center, and all the women players of those times, like the main stars. I think Pia Kramling is there on the, like, on my left, the leftmost.
Oh wow!
That's
this
Pia,
photo
right?
is so old. This is actually in Georgian Palace, Georgian Chess Palace. Nowadays we have a studio there. Like we have still these boards there, chess boards, demonstration board. That's what we called. And this full platform. Now we have some stages with the cameras and so on. In the middle is Nona and Amaya. Another side is Nino Borelli. This is part of team as well.
Okay.
I think that's Pia. Yeah.
Yes, that's Pia. Yes, that's Pia Kramling.
Yeah. There is Yoseliani as well, and Alexander. They're standing.
Oh, they're standing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw Nana Alexandra. Yoselini, I did not see. Maybe she's the one with the, like this, she's
White.
standing, yeah? She's standing like this.
Yeah. And they were super beautiful. Like, there are some more photos in Georgian Chess Palace from their young age period, and they were super cute. And
oh, really?
Knowing from my grandma, they were like many guys were like admiring them.
And were they like like us, like to dress up and in like I mean, were they like very serious chess players, or they like to dress up and have like,
Mm. I
how
think
was
people
it like?
back then were dressing really classy, and they
Yeah.
were just also chess, like looking
I
at
can
chess
totally
photos.
imagine like Beth
Yeah.
Harmon wearing those clothes.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Nowadays, people like to play in some sport outfit where they feel more comfortable. But back then, this was also the fashion for their times. Like this, how they were looking. By the way, I have so many clothes, so many dress coats, hats, bags, shoes from my grandmas.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
so
and
sweet.
they were dressing the best way, and the quality of their dresses is just amazing. So they were wearing like this, yeah, because that was a fashion back then, and they had not other choice but this one, and this is really nice, I guess. And they
What
were
you
always presenting really well.
That's totally true. They were very classy, and what you said about the quality, that's actually very true. I also, the Katie, the sari that I wore on the stream that day, it's my mother's sari. It's like 30, 40 years old.
Wow.
I mean, all her clothes are in such good condition,
Yeah.
unlike mine, which like fade out. So,
Yeah. I have many clothes from my grandma, um, and I love them, and they are very like they are just fashion. Like
mhm.
I love them so
Class,
much. I'm wearing them,
classy.
but only for very special occasions for now, because this grandma passed away, and for me just to wear her dress, I need really special occasion for that. I'm not using it every day. But I remember she got me her wedding dress, not wedding dress. Um, what's the name of that? Oh my god, again, marriage thing. Um,
Oh,
well, what they are doing before marriage? They are doing some agreements. God,
engagement.
help me.
Engagement.
Engagements. Oh, I'm so bad at these things. Okay, engagement. So she got me her engagement dress, white dress,
Uh-huh.
which is not like, super like princess style or something. It's very classy dress.
Uh-huh.
And she was in exactly in my
Age.
yeah, age. No, she was younger. She was 16 years old.
Okay. She was very young.
She was very young, but she was in like my shapes.
Uh-huh.
And I remember that I had that dress on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
On my birthday, I was wearing, but I don't remember which birthday.
Oh, that's so sweet, actually. That's so
Yeah,
sweet.
I was wearing her dress, and that's very nice. And she has many dresses that gave to me, and she said like, okay, you can have it, but you have to promise me that you're gonna wear it, then not just to hang in your wardrobe. And like, okay, just give it to me. And I have hats, bags, gloves, many things, many things.
Oh, and one more thing I love about this photo, Katie, is that there are these demo boards at the back, which I'm sure Chad has never seen, because now everything is online, and now everything is like with the screen. You just show it on a projector. These demo boards were such a classy thing back then. Like until 2010, at least, they used to use these demo boards, and now everyone is using projector and just broadcasting, right? So there used to be
Yeah.
people like how in Wimbledon, like in tennis, there are ball boys. Who
Yeah.
will get the ball for the players, like that. There used to be volunteers who would make the moves on these boards, and
Oh, that was actually perfect work, as I've heard, because these people who were standing there at the stage were standing among world champions. So to get there was a huge thing for hours. And have you seen these videos and photos how spectators are eager to see the games and this situation? There are hundreds of people there, and just staring at the stage, right? They cannot even see the board, but these people could see the board very closely. For them, it was quite prestigious work. And usually there were some students, and they were like, wedding dress and go in there. It's chess match, and they were also shown like they were also
Yeah.
visible, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Close
yeah.
to, in the photos as well. So that was a good thing. And they had a long stick, which
Uh-huh.
this chessboard is magnets.
Mm-hmm.
So this stick had also magnets, and when they wanted to move the piece, they were touching this with the magnet, and they were moving the piece, and then they were sticking it on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And they also had this time. They
Mm-hmm.
had time. They were also moving this. Oh, down there, there, you can see. Just.
Yeah,
Um,
let me open it.
can you see this clock, round clock on the board?
Yes, I can see it on the left side or the
Yeah.
leftmost board. There is a
Yeah.
clock.
Yeah, so they were moving this by hand, and it was below it. Okay, I'm not that old. That's why I'm saying so. But is we have this studio still there, like this board still there, and I have seen how these things are working. And the names were changed, like they were changing the names. On the top, you can see it's written in Russia.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And also, Chess Palace in Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
in Tbilisi, is now under the protection of government,
Oh.
and we cannot change anything there. If we want to change that, it should look exactly like it used to look.
Oh.
And why it is so important, because they made a special areas, like, because there were so many people in this hall, like concert hall, they could not get all the people inside, so they made balconies, and they made special walls which was able to open. So when there were like some special matches and people were gathering also at the balcony, and they were opening the walls, so people were standing and watching that too. Yeah, it sounds like, oh come on, it's like in next century, but they were doing this, and for these reasons, this chess palace is under the protection, and you cannot add something new there. I think it's 4 floors in total.
So it's a heritage palace, basically. It's heritage,
It's heritage. Yes,
That's
and
wonderful.
for the entrance, they had special area for clothes, for coats. So whenever they were not getting into the chess venue with clothes, but they were all very well dressed. So it was some sort of like going in cinema or something like this. So you're dressing well, you're taking your date, your friends, and you're going to watch chess match.
It's wonderful. I can imagine it like,
Yeah.
going to an opera. In opera house, there are these balconies and you sit with, totally, totally. So beautiful.
Yes. So this part is still not, and they have some figures they made in stones, and some of them are in wooden. Actually, I had some photos from the TV we were making, and now second floor is more modern. We can make some changes there, and we have tournaments there. We don't have tournaments in this area. This area is not.
But this area can be
dust.
viewed. But this area can be viewed, or it can't be? Like from the balcony, we can view it?
They are opening this only for special occasions, or if we have closing ceremonies where we are opening this, or you need a special permission to open it. There's one person, and you can just get show the sacred permission, and she can open it for some time, and you can just make some photos and so on.
Did you ever volunteer in any of these tournaments when you were a kid to do because there are so many, there must be many tournaments, no, in Tbilisi when, or no, there are not many tournaments as such.
When I started to play chess, they were not playing.
No, not them, not them. But did you have like a lot of tournaments in this hall? That's what I mean.
I played in this hall once.
Okay.
I played once, yes. We had a tournament there on the stage, top 10 boards, and I won 2 rounds, and then I went there, lost in 10 minutes. It was very slow.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, we had tournaments back then, but now we're not using this hall anymore. Yeah, for these reasons, because the Chess Palace got this title some 2-3 years ago, I guess. Yeah, and on the background there's big cartoon, like red cartoon. Just like in operas, yeah. That's very beautiful. And they are also covering when the matches are over.
curtain, yeah, with
Were
the curtain.
over,
Yeah, the red
yeah,
curtain.
curtain.
Very nice. I wanted to show a game of Maya's as well because we saw a lot of games of Nona. Um, Before that, maybe we can show like a photo of Maya to the chat. 1 second. Um, one moment. Yeah. Yeah, chat. This is Maya Chibutanidze. Maybe she was 17 at this point because she looks really young. The photo that I'm sharing on the screen. And she became world champion at 17 as we discussed before and was world champion for 14 years. She lost to Zhu Jun of China actually, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's right.
in 1991. So from 1978 to 91 she was the world champion and 13 years actually and 5 times. Wow, that's incredible. Let's see one of her amazing games. You know, Keti, this is the first game of hers I've seen, like I had seen as a kid, and it's so impressive, this game. And there is also a story behind the game that I read by Gufeld. So Gufeld was one of their trainers, as we saw in the photo. Guys, in the chat, like the photo that we shared along with Kasparov, the person next to Kasparov was Gufeld. Edouard Gufeld, who's a Grandmaster, and he was training the Georgian women players for a really long time. And you know, there was a famous game of Polygevsky, Lev Polygevsky, where Polygevsky played this move Queen B6, which was a novelty at that time, against Efim Geller. So both of these players, chat, are like world-class players of their time. And after the game, Polygevsky won that game, and after the game, Geller and Gufeld and one of their friends, they analyzed this position together and found a stunning move for white here to refute black's idea. But they did not get a chance to play it. And then many years later, Maya was playing against Doiris, and Doiris, her opponent, used to play this line. So Gufeld was in a fix now whether to tell her or not, because he had worked on this line with 2 other players, right? So now whether to tell or not, you know, ethical question came in. But he thought to himself, okay, I have 50% right over this idea, right? So, so what he did is, he just showed this position to Maya, the position after Queen B6, and told her that in this position, white has a refutation for black's idea, and if you can find it, great. And Maya actually sat the whole night with her then coach, and they found it together, and she played it over the board, and this was like a huge sensation, the game.
Oh, wow. So he told her there is something, but he didn't say what was the move.
Exactly.
And she found,
and then she could play it over the board, and it was a very nice game. It made a huge impression on me, this game, because it's a very typical motif in Sicilian, the what she plays, but it once you see it, it just remains in your mind, you know, and then you search for these ideas whenever you get these kind of positions. So
we want to see it. I have not seen it.
Yes. So chat, actually, so Keti, what would be your move here, now that you know there is some interesting idea?
I know that there is a typical sacrifice on d5, knight d5. There are some ideas with f5 here. There are some ideas with e5 is impossible now because queen is hanging. And I have seen. No, now I just came up with knight f5 idea. I have not seen it anywhere. Yeah, knight e5 and f5 would be my choice here.
Yeah, so in Sicilian, actually, knight d5 and knight f5 are 2 sacrifices that are very, like, you know, catch your eye immediately, and you always look out for them in these structures. And f5 as well, as Keti pointed out, or e5 if it is possible, but in this position it's not. So yes, all these 4 moves, and by that Maya reached this move knight d5, which is extremely strong in this position. So now there are only 2 options for black. One is to either take on d5, which happened in the game, And another is to take on d4 with the queen, right? Any other move would not make sense. But once you take on d4, you can simply take bishop f6, gf6. Knight f6 is not possible because of bishop b5 check and the queen is lost. So you have to take gf6, and but anyway now bishop b5, you attack the queen. So the queen has to move, and now knight f6 check, and you pick up the d7 knight. Here also the line continues a little bit, but this is already great. So let's say king e7, you attack this knight, and if you take knight d7, then I take queen b5. So bishop d7, king f6, and now e5. Brilliant move, and you pick up this bishop on b7. So this wins. This wins for white. So that's why black rejected queen d4 in this position, and he took e into d5, thinking, okay, if white takes e d5, I'll play king d8, and this position is, it can go either way, right? The king is awkward on d8, but on the other hand, he's a piece up. So he thought, okay, fine, I'll play this position, and boom, she played knight c6.
Why? Out of nowhere.
Absolutely. If you have not seen this idea, then just imagine. This game was played 50 years ago. Just imagine how he must have felt. Okay, my opponent played knight d5, and he's like, fine, that's typical. I'll take it. She'll take it, and I'll go king d8, and boom, knight c6. And he's like, what just happened?
Like threatens nothing, attacks nothing, and hanging two ways.
Absolutely.
Nice.
And now, of course, queen c6 is not possible because e into d5 is a check, and you pick up the queen. So black took on c6. She has to take it. He has to do something. So e into d5 check, bishop e7, and you pick up one piece now, but you're still one piece down. You're attacking the knight on c5. So knight c5, bishop into f6. This bishop is pinned. So now you spoil the pawn structure. The king feels extremely unsafe, but yet you still have to prove your compensation.
Yeah.
So white played bishop f5. Another strong move. You're threatening rook d6 actually. And it's really hard to suggest moves for black here. Black played queen c7, protecting c7, protecting e7. White played b4. I mean, white is just going for it. White is just pushing all her sources into black's camp. And if knight a4, then white has bishop d7 check, king f8.
Queen.
Oh, just take on e7, yeah. Then
Oh.
this should win, no? After king e7.
Yeah, or something like queen h5 or something like this.
Or just queen h5, yeah. Yeah, that's also great. And queen h6. So this would be very hard. So knight e6 makes a lot of sense. You want to block this file. Even at the cost of a pawn, you want to exchange some pieces. So he was willing to go for this position and maybe play long castle, because the king hasn't moved actually. Right?
Yeah.
So white played queen h5. Now if black plays long castle, then we'll just play queen f7 and pick up this knight because it's pinned. So we are preventing him from long castling. And short castle is of course impossible because there's mate on h7. So knight g7 was played, bishop d7 check, king f8, and queen h6. Completely dominating the position. No, imagine, actually white doesn't even have a pawn. No, white has one pawn actually. White has one pawn for the piece, but what a pawn.
Full
on
domination,
c6.
yeah. The rooks are not working, there is a pin, e7, bishop is hanging, and it's only queen who is doing nothing there on c7.
Everything is blocked. This knight is pinned, the bishop can't move, the queen, what is she doing on c7? She could have been a pawn instead. It doesn't matter that she's a queen. Okay, so black finally played d5, trying to release some of the pressure, make some way for his pieces. White took on e7. White is like, okay, let me enjoy this position. King e7, rook e1. Now, of course, queen d6 will be met by king d6 will be met by queen f6. So king f8, queen f6. Wow, this is now rook
Black is
e-
extra rook. Black has extra rook.
Yes,
She didn't even capture the knight on g7. This is interesting.
exactly. Yeah, she could have taken the knight actually, but she was like,
Yeah.
nobody cares about the knight, and she didn't take it. The knight actually maybe could not have been taken because of this move, and after king b1, queen b4, maybe this was the trap. But okay, she probably didn't even consider it. She just took it, and after king g8, rook e7. Now rook f8 is forced. Another good move, bishop e6. If you take with the pawn, I'll checkmate on g7. If you take with the knight, I will take your queen. Queen into e7, queen e7, f e6, and c7. Oh my god. And actually look at the rook on h8.
Yeah, black has here extra material. Just black has extra material, but because of this rook stuck there, there is no hope here for black.
So h5, and do you want to finish it off, Katie? What would you play here?
Oh yeah, I see it. Can chat sees that? White
Chat.
to move.
Chat, can you see it? Oh, hi Sham. Katie, there is a Grandmaster in the chat. Sham Sundar is here. Hi Sham, thanks so much for joining in. He says, "Whoa, glad to see that you are doing a stream on Legendary Player." Thank you. Exactly.
That's nice.
Yeah, we are very excited actually. And it's so nice to hear all your stories as well, Katie, and to get a taste of how it is in Georgia, the Georgian chess culture. It's a whole new world for me, I mean,
Yeah, like it's just sometimes you're just having like everyday thing with them, and then at some point you just realize that, oh wow, I'm so close with these people, and like they are legends. People are just dying to see them. I've heard so many stories from them, and it's so funny to listen them, how emotional they are and how happy they are to share their experience. That's really nice. I'll tell you some story about Maya and Nona's last match. It's hilarious.
yes, I want to hear. Let's see if chat got the last move right, and we can go to your story then.
Yeah, we have one answer, yes.
Yeah, we have one answer. Great. At least, but actually, I'm sure many of them got it. It's just that,
Yeah.
sometimes they don't write it and you feel like, they're like, this is too easy. Come on. Give us tougher problems. So, White finished it off with Queen of8, and this game was actually awarded the first prize for theoretical achievement that year.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So,
Beautiful.
yeah, beautiful game, and very hard to forget it once you see it. You just will remember it your whole life. I mean, maybe not the whole game, but at least this knight d5, knight c6 idea, you will always remember it.
Yeah, beautiful idea, beautiful. Wow, you showed us world-class games today. I'm really happy. I had no idea about this. Maybe I have to buy that book.
Oh, this book is really nice, Katie. You should get it. Even though, of course, you can just talk to Nona instead. that would suffice. But
No, Nona likes to talk football nowadays.
Mm-hmm. I will talk to her about Ronaldo, but maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't support Ronaldo because she likes Messi, no?
Someone in my chat said that you like
Yeah, I'm a huge Ronaldo fan. So
yeah, there was like one commentary in Georgia. We were in hotel, and they somehow didn't find any room, but they gave us the biggest room in the hotel, and they said, "Do hear the commentary." So we were like, okay, let's set up everything: computers, lights, cameras, everything. And Nona knew that it was our room, so she was coming there time to time as a guest. And there was like one time she came during the live, like she just came during the live and asked to my co-commentator to help her to find the football channel because this damn hotel does not have that channel.
Oh, she's such a huge football fan. I mean, it's not like, oh my god.
Like she walked, actually she walked into the cameras, she covered the cameras, so the cameras are a bit far, we're sitting here and she's standing in front of us and cameras. I'm just dying, like and I'm not controlling, there's like producer controlling, who was, by the way, I think sleeping, or I don't know what he was doing. He was, later he said that he had no idea what to do, like how to change the scene, because back then when we were doing this, we had not like advertisements or some replacements and so on. We were just, we had one scene. So she was standing there and she was like asking him, and he's saying that we're live, and it's like, what? I don't care.
Oh
With
my
a
God.
tablet. She had her tablet with her and she said, put here the link. I can't find the link. And this guy was like, oh my god, can we do it like later? It's like, no, it's running right now. Later we'll be late.
Oh my god, she's so cool.
Oh my god.
She's so cool. Wow,
Yeah,
I
and
would
he
love
had to
to
get
meet
up.
her.
And she said like, okay, if you're alive, just get up, come into the next room. And I was like sitting all alone. I couldn't talk. Like I was dying to laugh, and people were like writing out like, "Come on, people, you gotta do it." But yeah, that's Nona. She has free pass anyway. she wants to go.
So is she like the most famous sports person in your country?
Oh, she's more, no, like I cannot say like I don't know, maybe yes, yeah. Like everybody knows about Nona. Like
The most
literally everybody
famous, yeah?
knows about
Like
her.
more than any other sports person.
Yeah, all these generations, like of my grandparents, my parents, my age, and also small kids now, because they are going to chess and teachers are telling them who are this, and they're always on TV. There are some movies running, so yeah, I think they like, as I told you, like there's not necessary to say Grandmaster. They know Nona and Maya for sure. If they're together, like okay, they are talking about chess, then yeah, then it's very funny. But yeah, about their last match in Monaco, they played in Monaco, and they were invited as a special guest. Of course, no one really expected them to win a tournament. It was European Bliss Championship. And there was like second day, I just went there, they're playing venue, I was not playing, and I met Maya. And Maya was Maya showed me that they are playing at the 13th board, and she said, now listen, come at the beginning of the game and Nona will say that we're playing at the 13th board and this is her lucky number. Just say that. And I was like, okay. I was waiting, and then they arrived, and Nona says, she's ready, she's getting ready, just adjusting the pieces, and then she says, Maya, look at the number.
Oh my god, really? It is her lucky number, really? Like, oh my
13,
god.
13, yeah, 1, 3. And I was like, oh my god, they know each other so well. Like after so many years, they're still in competition. These kind of things at the board number and these lucky things are still on the board. And Maya said, yes, Nona, I noticed it. Actually, Maya noticed it earlier than Nona.
Yeah, exactly.
That she would say that, because I was helping her to find her last name, and usually we're easily finding our last names. There's these like longest ones, and she said that she can't find her name, and if I can help with my eyes. And we were looking, and then when she found that it was on 13th board, that was the first thing she said. And yeah, then Nona also made these comments about it.
And you were saying that they are very good friends, but there is also this competitive vibe between them, yes? Because
always, yes. But there's also a huge respect that you can feel by how they are talking to each other and how they are greeting and how sweet they are. Just it's like both of competition. I think that's very common in chess. Like you give a respect to your I don't know, teammates or
Mhm.
whatever, but at the same time at the national championship it's going to be your competition, a person that you will compete with, so some kind of respect is also there, and competition is at the best level. Just imagine them playing the match. That's going to be really tense. Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. But also they won so many Olympiads together. I saw that Nona. I was reading about her on Wikipedia, and she said she has won 11 gold medals, team gold medals for Georgia. 11 Olympiad gold medals. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, how does someone be so consistent? It's
Yeah,
totally.
yeah, yeah.
It's another
And
level.
she has actually, Nana Alexandria also has at her chess, she has chess academy, but Nona has at her home um, collections of her medals, her gifts, her prizes, her cups, chess sets, and yeah, it's like a museum, like a museum that
Oh,
she's
her
got.
home? Oh,
Yeah, and
really?
at her home, yeah.
And I
It's
also I know I'm like going on and on, but like I remember reading this article about Nona, like it is from 2007, that article. She basically played a tournament um, at 64 or
yeah.
67. In 2004 she was what, 60, 63. She was 63 in 2004. She's 80 now, right? And that time she played an close tournament with I mean men and women, yeah, like it was not a women's tournament only. And she was leading the tournament, and then she lost a game, and a friend of hers, also the same age, her competitor, came to console her, and she was so upset that she lost a game at 63, and she actually won the tournament.
Yeah.
She won the whole tournament, like it was and
Yeah,
it
but she
was.
doesn't like to lose. Even if it's last game and she has guaranteed first place, she'll still will be very upset.
It's very sweet. I
Yeah.
think it's amazing.
Yeah. It's always a funny story. Once we played a Blitz tournament. We played band tournament and I was like first year student at the university, and when my schoolmates find out that I was a chess player, like next day they came at my chess tournaments to support me. There's a one guy who started chess at the age of 20, and he's very serious. He's like, I think, rated already,
Mm-hmm.
and his level is very high, like 1900.
Mm-hmm.
He started at the first year at the university just because me and one of our streamers also was like his schoolmates, and he wanted to, like, he always wanted to know how to play chess, and it was a good time. So he was very crazy about chess, and he visited me at Chess Palace. And when I started to play against Nona, he started to record it in his phone to show to our schoolmates, teachers, to have it for his memory. Like he's a fan. I won against Nona. He was like, "Oh, Keti," during the game. Oh, bravo, something like this. And then Nona got pissed. She was breaking all the pieces around.
Oh my
And
god.
for me, it's nothing because I have seen upset the other times too. And I'm not taking it personal. She's really getting upset that she played very bad that game. And the guy was so afraid of her. He was like, Keti, come here. Like he wanted me to be close, like far away from her. He was afraid that she would hurt me or something. And she was like, he was shocked. He had double shock that first I won, and then he saw Nona pissed, like because we don't see them so pissed after the games, right? So yeah, but I've also lost one game at classical chess.
Uh-huh.
And then I needed to win or draw to get my norm.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And then I had really good position, but I don't know what happened. And then I was in the toilet to just fresh up, and I was really sad. And when I was coming, she was talking. She's talking out of loud, like she's just talking loud, and she was saying that she's very upset that she has very bad tournament and she won against me. Like I was youngest against the kid,
Oh.
and she said that I really like this kid and why I won against her. Like I
Oh,
only
so
won
sweet.
against him, only her. And I was like, yeah, that's true. She lost, I think, most of the games, and she was constantly upset. And in my game, she won, but she was still upset that she won. So I don't know.
And Katie, why do you think like there are basically five female players from Georgia who are grandmasters, right? There is Nona, there is Maya,
Maya,
there is Nana
Nana,
Zagnidze, then there
Nino,
is Nino
and
Batsiashvili,
Bella. Yeah.
and Bella Kotenashvili. So, do you feel it's like, it's also like motivation, right? Someone from your country already did it and they already
Yeah.
achieved so much domination, and I can also do it. Like, do you feel it's
Yeah.
a result of that, or is it because of the fact that chess is so much in like your blood? That there, like how India is really strong in cricket, for example, because everybody plays cricket and there are so many
You guys are strong also in
opportunities.
chess.
Huh?
Super strong in chess as well.
Chess, yes, but we're not the strongest country, right? Like, let's say Russia is much stronger than India, for example. Like, but in cricket, we are like really the bosses of cricket, like because everybody plays cricket in India, and there is so much opportunity to learn, and it's a part of our life, let's say. So, do you think it's because of this that Georgia is so strong in women's chess, or it's a combination? Like, what do you think?
I think it's reason of many. It's reason of many, and also I think it's you should have in your character to be a fighter. Because on the way there are many difficulties that you have to face. And also there are people who support you and who know how much effort you are giving, and they are supporting you financially, psychologically, and there are many ways, especially to women, because women also at some age they also have other responsibilities. For example, Nona is a mother and grandmother.
Yeah.
So she was combining these two, and also sport for all the way. So her family supported her very much, and I think that the support of the family is the key. Like is as superior as your wish to be the best. But to have already like world champions and grandmasters, I think it's just huge. Like you feel that you are at the right track and you're at the right place. You can also do this. Yeah, I think I'm not really willing to do my grandmaster titles any day soon. But I had this when I was playing active chess. I was also aiming to be a grandmaster one day.
When you were playing professionally at that time.
Yeah. Of course I wanted to win the title too. But through the years, and there are some challenges, you like it more. So
But is the aim to become a woman grandmaster or to become a grandmaster? Usually, when you start playing chess in Georgia, like as a kid.
I think mostly they want to be a world champion, I guess.
World champion,
And
yes.
then on the way they realize that if they are grandmaster, they are very close to this title as well. Like because it's very hard. Like both are very hard, and if you get one, I think all the grandmasters so far, or the world champions we have, they are grandmasters as well. Right? It's like they are all.
And the point you said about family, it's very true. In almost every world team or Olympiad in some period, let's say between 2011 to 2015, let's say in this period, one of the members of the Georgian team used to be pregnant.
Yeah.
Nana, I remember in 2012, she won a boat prize in Olympiad, and she was 7 months pregnant at that time.
Yeah.
Very cute photo I remember of hers, like with a baby bump, and I mean it's like just part of life for them. It's not like they stop playing chess just because they had a baby, so they take a break or something like.
No, actually, Nana's family, Nana Zagnida, and like Nana's husband is the biggest supporter of her. Like he's doing as much work as the coach is doing for Nana. Like really, I know it's as a fact. He's taking care of the family, that Nana can have time to study chess every day, and there is like no way that kids. She has two kids, very young at a very young age, and for these hours when Nana is training or Nana is studying, there is no way that the kids can just access there, and the husband is taking care of it, and he's also taking care of many things like a manager, just like this, and she has huge support from him, and I really believe that this also comes from him, like as a whole, for part of the family, like they are doing this for family, and they are doing this for one reason. And yeah, I believe, and also the reason why she did not stop chess and why she's still in competitive chess is this one, that her family supports her very much. And if there are some players who got kids and families and they stopped playing chess, I think that's very big reason, because she doesn't have enough support from the family like the other players. Not because she wants to, it's just she can't, and this is also understandable, right?
Yeah. Not everyone has the same resources. Let's just put it
like
this way.
Nana's husband, I know he dedicated himself to Nana, and this is huge thing that the person can like sacrifice so much to you. I think this should be a big love there. I don't know.
No, absolutely. I mean, she's a professional, and I can imagine. I mean, it also works other way. Yeah, many women support their husbands, decide to support their husbands, and stop focusing on their own career. Even in chess field, actually, there are many examples like this. So it's the same way, right? Like it should work the same way for women as well. It's not like it's easier
and that's
or
why
something.
Nana is still the best in Georgia, and that has been years already. That has been years, and she has all these abilities to spend the time for trainings, and she's training daily basis. It's not like 1 day or 2 day or something, like she's training literally every day. I know, as a fact, with coach or without coach, she's doing a lot of study solving, and working with a coach like almost every day.
Wow.
And she said that she created she won actually world championship, Blitz championship, and got 80,000 euros as a total prize. And
What?
they got 80,000, 80,000.
Wow. In what? With Blitz championship?
In Saudi Arabia, she won Blitz
Oh,
championship.
right.
title.
Oh, yes.
She got also top 3, I guess, at Rapid, and then she also had a cumulative prize, like it was
The best
extra
player,
prize.
maybe
So
combined.
it was in total 80,000, and then they decided to buy apartment, very big apartment. It actually built, like they were building, and she said that she has now her office with just her space where she spends most of the time, with her bathroom and so on. And there was also this space where she spent the quarantine time, like she was at home, and she said it was very hard for her to see kids like next to the door, but they couldn't access. But she had all these things at her office that she could do quarantine at home, not at a hotel. So,
Wow, I'm feeling so motivated now, Keti.
Actually, I remember this prize very well, because then later, I don't know, at some meeting or some kids training, the president of our federation said that, like, look at Nana, she won this money, she has this beautiful apartment, and you guys can do also. And I remember that he was telling to the guys, the little ones.
No, in general also this stream, like I mean, even though we did it for as a stream for everyone to know about the great players, even for me personally it was so motivating to go through their games and to hear all the stories about them from you, and hear about how hard they worked. It was really inspiring. Like, I'm feeling really good, and I don't feel like this after every stream, like not necessary. Sometimes you're just playing some chess and it's okay, but sometimes there are some things that happen on stream, like very few times, and you're feeling so inspired. And for me, this is like definitely one of those streams. Like I'm feeling so
Let's
good.
go. Yeah, let's go.
Thank you
Yeah, they're
so much,
nice.
Katie. This was like so nice of you to uh, agree to do this and to share so much. Like you like brought so much insight.
Yeah, I hope they are not actually they will not be angry to share this kind of things because they
No,
are
no,
like
no.
they are
Just
very open and they like to
yeah.
speak these things. So
Yeah, you only yeah. I think these are normal things, and actually, it's very nice for fans also to know these things, right?
yeah.
Uh, like for
Absolutely.
example,
That's actually what we're missing in chess. Like,
yeah.
we don't know players and we know just, it's very hard to approach chess players because they're constantly thinking about chess and they have
Mm-hmm.
this face that it's so hard to say even
Yeah.
hi. Like, even me, like, sometimes I had these things that I know people very well, like,
Mm-hmm.
really, really well. And then when I'm meeting them, they have these cold faces. When I say hello and they respond me in a way like, oh, wow. That's a bit freezing. Now, but nowadays, I think young generation really think the other way that they can be socially very active. They can share a little bit more of themselves. They can start stream and be like themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And the people sometimes I see people who are now so open at streams and it's their social media and they were so hard to approach during the commentaries, like super hard to approach them, and they were
Oh,
only talking about chess. But
yeah.
now,
I'm, I can. Yes,
yeah,
I can totally understand what you're talking about because I also was a very closed person, and
really.
I was extremely closed. Amrita, she's a photographer, right? Amrita Mokal,
Yeah, yeah,
Sagar's
yeah,
wife. She's a
yeah.
chess photographer. She used to tell me so many times it's so hard to take your photo. You're so like, I mean, I'm always like, like don't take my I
You
won't
need
say
your
it.
space.
I won't say it, but my body language is always like, no, no, like leave me alone. And I
Yeah.
actually have a photo of mine where she was taking my photo and I did this. And now I'm like, oh my god, I used to be this person. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not good, right? Because then how, like, it's not good for our sport actually. I mean,
Yeah,
it
you're
doesn't
showing
help our
more.
sport
Mm-hmm.
because the
Yeah.
fans I mean, I'm not saying it from my like the top players, the fans want to know about them, right?
Yeah.
Like, and even if they don't open up, if we can share, like if you can share about how it is, or I can share about how let's say if I meet Anand or Humpy, how it is, then the fans
Yeah.
get to know them more, right? And it's
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. It's not something like if it's not your comfort zone, of course you should not do something.
mm-hmm.
But when you are getting already at this stage that you think that this is nothing, not a big deal. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
can do this, I can speak like this.
Mm-hmm.
Then you already feel very comfortable, and you show that everyone that who you are, the other side of you can be this person, you can be also very successful. And also for parents, this is very important. Like, they see, oh wow, chess gave them so much confidence, chess gave them this, and they want also kids to be in. Like, I have seen so many parents just looking for coaches just after talking, because they see a lot of, but if you don't talk, they don't see your values, right? And
Mm-hmm.
in total, in big picture, this helps chess because basically everyone thinks that chess players are very close people. They don't like to talk, and actually it's not right. It's not
It's
true.
not
they
true.
they open way too much sometimes. So, different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I like this kind of like new things that we're having after, I think it's after pandemic or later, like events in chess. Like,
Yeah,
we have so many
absolutely.
events now, so many prizes, and people started to do like to share more of themselves. And this is not bad. This is actually not bad. It takes not much time, um, and you are getting additional quality from this. So
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also like motivating when someone is cheering for you, right? You get so much
yeah.
energy and motivation. So,
Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, Anish Giri, like the moment he started, like I remember they had not even Instagram or Facebook or something, and they started with Sofika together, and people just, they can let them know that they're big fans and they support them so much, and it's also for him it's sort of motivation now, I guess, to
absolutely, yeah.
to to make their fans happy. because they're crazy. They're crazy for them. And imagine they were missing these opportunities for years, and now they can see that this is huge value. Actually, you can create so big community around chess and around you, and help them and show them that you're actually awesome person, or I don't know, weird. That you can be anything. You don't need to be cool one, right? You can be also weird. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you so much, Katie. This was great. Thanks a lot, and we should stream sometime again.
Oh
It was
yeah.
very
We can also
nice.
think of some sub battles.
Oh, absolutely.
But you're sure your chat is well trained? I have to train my chat a little bit more.
My chat is I don't know how to choose. I'm not so good at how to choose and all these things. I have to ask someone, but maybe I'll ask Samay or someone to help me
Yeah.
understand
Oh
how
no,
to
my
choose
chat
players.
is protesting.
Why they don't want to play?
No. They protested that I said that your chat is well prepared. It's actually not very hard, and don't worry about it because I'm also very bad at doing it. But moderators are doing amazing work and they are helping a lot. So maybe you can ask moderators, and they can share some of the ideas, and they can arrange.
Yeah, maybe I should do this. Yeah, like I have to ask my moderators to help me out.
Yeah, because I'm also very bad at all these things.
Okay. Thank you.
Very bad. Still very bad. No hope there.
No, you are great, Katie. It was awesome to have you, and would love to stream with you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I was really nice, and thank you so much for showing these games. I think I might not see something beautiful like this in my life, if not you. So thank you so much for bringing this topic, and to show us these beautiful chess games, and just to speak about this. I really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. Yes, me as well. That you share so much. Bye bye, Katie. It was very nice.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Chat, just one moment. I am here. Sorry. One moment, chat. I'm here. Hi, chat. Sorry. I didn't end it. So I just thought I'll end it properly. Thank you so much for hanging out. I know that I clashed it with a lot of things, and as a result, many of you missed it. I mean, the ones who are here didn't, but like maybe others missed it. The thing was, I wanted to do it with Katie or Sopiko. Sopiko, of course, is busy with the baby, and I didn't want to disturb her. But it was very nice to meet Katie in Chess 24 India stream, so we could do this as we became friends there, and I was very excited that we could collab on a Georgian chess stream, and I wanted to do this for a really long time. So the reason I clashed it was because I also had some other commitments, and Katie also had some other commitments. So this was like the only time that we could do it, and I just thought it's okay. But maybe someone else, some people who missed it might watch it later. So the idea was to simply do a stream like this and show the players like how it is in. I mean, we hardly cover any of these great players, right? We are like, especially women world champions, I think are not covered much on the streams, and I feel like they are so amazing, all these players that we spoke about today. It's so inspiring, and this book Tibor Karali's book. When I read it, I was like, I had like goosebumps when I was reading Nona's interviews and about her life story and everything. So I really wanted to show you these games and share these stories. So I think the stream was a lot for myself as well, not only for chat. I think, there are some things that you do for yourself, and this was one of those things, that I simply did it for myself, for my own happiness. And I hope that you guys could also feel the inspiration that I feel now. Um, yeah, that's all. So, thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Maybe some of you had two tabs open, the World Cup tab, the Anand Kramnik tab, and my tab. So I really appreciate it. And yeah, see you soon. Bye bye, chat. Take care. Bye bye. Have a nice evening. Mm, there is some blur, is it? Sorry. I don't know why the blur is, but it's okay. Bye bye, chat.